All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Smooth.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go. their own 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We want it. Come to my nigga. Yellow. Watch twins.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Mike 5-4. Mike.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be taken very short. Powers through. Trucks over it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He is going to find Hill here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Here we go. Sit down.
On first down, White. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he liked.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 50. 50.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And they'll give it here to his running back. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Go. Back.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start the drive with White. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going right side is White. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
First down, Kansas City.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go. Check him out. Check his team. Hey, watch that.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. For the right side here, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. As his guys are back within a single score. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get him thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come, 15, 54, Mike 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Hey, watch that. Check hard.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
Let's go, Lou, lady.
Watch 54. He can't hang.
They'll run on 1st down. It's White trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Easy.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's get it. 43. 43. Delta.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Just enough to get the 1st down there with a 1-yard pickup. They'll run with White. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
39-yard line.
180. Mike 54. All day, baby, all day.
On 2nd down, it's White. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
SOS. Right there. 54. Right there.
66. Bullet ride. Show it up. Check. Motion. Bump.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Out.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming up?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Check.
On first down, White. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. It's a very short kick taken by an up man.
Go! At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alpha. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was... Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll try the left side. Proctor, he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Proctor looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Watch the screen.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Chris Jones, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Looking to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to jam up in the film room, isn't he? He's going to otherwise not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll try the right side here with White. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Check 24, check 24. 49, check 49, check 49.
H3, 218, chopper.
Watch that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2nd and 15. And his throw here is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
44, Mike, 44.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
The drive starts with a run by White. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, orbit. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Thorpe. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Go. Take it. Now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Leonard. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike, 50. It's just me and you.
Yes, yes. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Big grip, big grip.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They run it with Jacobs. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Titans' 40-yard line.
Now! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! Where's it? Hold on! 280! 93! What's up?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's got a man. It's Williams. A very solid gain of 27. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
51, Mike, 51.
throwing his car on third down. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be taken very short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Check.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
10 logo. Recon. 132 fighter.
On second down, here's Henry. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Ready. 10-2, son. Keep 6-6. Bullet hot.
Mike 52.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Bravo.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watch out. Joker.
Leo. Now. Yo. Go.
A first down carry for Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 6-0 our score after 1. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Ready? 15.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you guys going to come out of the gate I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You're the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot, and he is going to be stock cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. You and I talk a lot about these special teams and how important those can be. That comes into play here. The defense, not very alert.
And this is something you work on all the time as a defender. Always saying, alert, be ready for the fake. And sometimes you fall asleep anyway.
That's fielded in the end zone. The decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Come on, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Kill. Turn.
Hey, stand up. Dude.
They'll toss it to Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Go.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Markel Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Tannehill. He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yep. Me. Where's 52? Hey! 52's the mic. Watch the back. Hey. Rock it. Crunch. Shit. Watch the shit. Slam. Undercrunch. Check nine. Get it.
Here's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Look at me, zipper. My 52. Now.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, Smooth.
Now a first carry for their fullback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Matchbox lights. Hey, seam 6. We grip.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And Walker has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Set, ready, 50, play. Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Just like that.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
30 base. Ready?
A quick throw here out to Brown. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. This will be caught by Brown. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Go, go. Look at me. Score, score. Hey, Echo.
The mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Come on, come down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Well, we looked at each other in surprise going for it on 4th down to the 4th quarter with a lead, but hey, you get it as a coach, you look like a genius.
So the next time we see Coach, he's going to say, well, that's why I coach and that's why you guys talked up there, right? He had the guts to go ahead and go for it, and it paid off.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
64,
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Check 13, check 13. Hey, lock it. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Alert 3, alert 3.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
132 fighter.
Let's get it. No.
Go.
Mike 52 right here. All day, all day, all day. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
6'6", pull it high.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Check safety, check
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Call the throw.
Ready?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Greystone travel.
Again, it's Henry. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
Game situation. Let's go.
Go.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That's it. Big hit. Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Topper.
Get it. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Indy. Blue draw Corker. Check. Now.
Tannehill now to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? You know, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Oakland.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On first down, Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13, Jackson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Jonathan Abram picks it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First down throw complete downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 32 on the play.
And a Raider first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's me.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And some space here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. To throw, it's Carr.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are...
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Silver, Silver. Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the run, watch the run, go. Check 52.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Express!
Hey, I-7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
7:34. Brings up third down.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 82 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on second down, Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Fourth down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if if they can do it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Give him 16 yards on the play. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. Incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Just throw them in, those get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. 20! Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Ravens.
Pick it up.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys are back within a single score. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. Something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
They can't stop us, baby.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here we go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Side of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. You're not ready. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need...
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 65 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
The tackle by Cleveland Farrell. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown.
Jackson's pass.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's a gain of 8.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on third. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Right now, 808, 185. I'm coming after you. Hey, Delta. I'm coming after you.
Carnell on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cameron Wake able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Carr. He's got his man on the crossing route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten up. White. Raider 9.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Hey, Wahoo!
It's 4th down.
54's Mike.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Hey, check 24, check 24. 49, check 49, check 49.
Kill.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down.
Check 99. Check 99.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 15, check 15.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check.
Shoot.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Henry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Tannehill completes it to Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try to run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it was to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin with Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a first down following a gain of 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
54, right there. Express. 54, Mike. Come on. You better bring it. Mike,
Carr now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. After the sack on first down, Carr trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
A first down carry for Henry. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Push him back. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Go. Shoot.
Tannehill on first down. He completes it to Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, beware, a ball may come your way. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, exit.
To the air again, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Charlie, 64, ready.
It's caught by Davis. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's a gain of 8.
60 Pittsburgh. Hard. Here we go. Get.
Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
Kill.
General West.
Deuce. Check.
You're out. Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50. Don't get nervous. Mike's 50.
Now.
Tannehill. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Joseph now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. And this This offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Ready? 8, read.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 51 yards. Jacobs now. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. One more time with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. They'll run with Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
734. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
You see me out here? That's right.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Extra point try now for Suckup. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
That ties the game at 25 ball.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this one.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
From midfield, here's Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove. And
he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have now moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where The coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. But you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. To throw is Tannehill. Got him in. It's Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
Look at me. Go off. Snap.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, 7.
Here's Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a carry for Jacobs. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Check three.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
I don't think you got it, sir.
Tannehill now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Henry running right. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, lock it.
Here's Tannehill. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Back to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.